But after seeing what Malcolm was able to do yesterday, do you think he will start in game 2?
No.
But were you pleased with what he showed? I mean, he started to look like the old Malcolm.
Yeah, no, I was very pleased with him. I thought he played great. He was a huge, or had a huge impact on the game in a lot of different ways. So just feel so fortunate to be adding Malcolm back into our mix and hopefully getting deeper and stronger as we move through the playoffs.
When you come back in here the day after a cold shooting night, you just chalk it up as that was a cold shooting night. You don't do anything specifically. I mean, you can only shoot the ball so many times and they gotta start falling, but what do you tell them today?
No, I mean, there's some things we can do better execution-wise. I think there's some shots that we need to take. We have kind of the ultimate green light, pretty much everybody. And, there were a few times where, we passed up good looks and ended up with not as quality of an opportunity, and some of our execution, some of our spacing. So, and then some nights you're not going to make shots. So, but I think to not look at our execution, look at our spacing, look at areas where we can hopefully produce or create great opportunities. Mostly on film. We're not doing anything in practice, but we did that.
How about the other side of the ball? What do you think of the execution defensively?
I thought we got better as the game went on. I think, either fortunately or unfortunately, as the coach, fortunately, the players not so much. We had a lot of film to look at as far as where we weren't good and areas where we hopefully can get better. But I think I give the guys a lot of credit for improving and getting better, kind of quarter by quarter and finishing really strong.
There were a lot of times when they were sagging off Bledsoe and kind of giving him space. When he gets the ball in with that much space around him, how do you strike the balance of him being aggressive and attacking versus him spotting up for threes?
It's something that, not just Bled, but everybody's got to walk that line. And, it's a little bit what I was talking about earlier. We need to take good open threes when we got them. I think Bled, has some chances or some looks that I'd love for him to take. And then he knows, I think, when he's in attack mode and he's attacking the paint and creating opportunities for himself and others, that's kind of the best of both worlds. We need Bled to do both. He's gonna get open looks. The whole team's gonna get open looks, and then we just got to shoot it with confidence and sometimes maybe get a second drive and a third drive and create even more open looks.
Chris and Giannis both got doubled on your lowest touches last night. How do you think they handled it, and how do you think their teammates handled it?
Yeah, we don't post a ton, but there was definitely some clear-cut, old-fashioned double teams, and I think we can get better. But there was some, I think Giannis beat the double team one time, and Chris shot it once before the double team could get there, and but I think. Can our spacing get a little bit better? Our activity, on the backside of the double team, I think we can get better at those things.
Talking to the players last night,
was Kyle Lowry's just a spectacular night, or are there things you can do to shut him down?
Certainly he was spectacular. He played really, really well. Credit to him. Just like with anything, feel like there was maybe a couple that where we could be better. We could do some things to maybe prevent him from getting as clean a look as he got. And then a couple of them, you just tip your cap to him, and he played really, really well.
Talking to the players last night, they kind of praised you and kind of the confidence that you've instilled in them and the whole let it fly movement. I mean, how long did that really take for them to fully buy into this? And do you see that game one as kind of a reflection of them really buying into it?
Well, certainly there's some positive examples of, particularly Brooke, late catching and shooting and letting it fly. And Nico hit a huge one in front of our bench. And, we get this question a lot. The guys, you tell guys to shoot, they usually like it. So the buy-in it's not like asking them to go and, plant flowers or something like that.
Talking with the Raptors this morning, they said it wasn't fatigue they felt like got them. It was that they allowed the Bucks to be more aggressive in the second half. Is that how you would describe it, seeing as a coach, or was it just knocking off the rust?
I do feel like, we were aggressive in the second half. I think defensively we got better. It's impossible for me or really anybody to speak on their fatigue. They've played well together. They've played a lot together. And hopefully maybe we did knock off some rust as the game went on, and that hopefully can explain why we got better from the start to the end.
But they still had 4 guys that were at 40 minutes or more, which in a 7-game series that has to wear you down at some point, right? Are there things that you can do to maybe force the issue a little bit, or is your style of play just does it tire the opponent out?
Yeah, I think fortunately for us, hopefully we play a style that defensively we make you work for everything. We make everything really difficult. We take care of the glass. And we always want to play fast and with a lot of pace. And not just in the full court, but the half court. We want to move the ball, move people. And in theory, that should, hopefully make it difficult on your opponent, in a sense that they got to keep moving, they got to keep sprinting, they got to keep getting back, they've got to work for everything. So sometimes theories work, sometimes they don't, but hopefully we can just keep grinding on them, make everything hard.
I sense Greg Popovich kind of has mixed feelings about the 3. When did you fully embrace the 3?
Always, and I think he's embraced it more so now. He's kind of just, I think, going counterculture and just being, he loves to create a little bit of a fire. So I think any coach, whether it be in San Antonio or Los Angeles or Chicago or wherever it is that they've won championships, usually teams that win at a high level make a lot of threes, and it's a big part of the sport.
You saw how quickly the last series shifted from game 1 to 2 in momentum-wise. I mean, do you believe in momentum in a 7-game series and what you guys could carry over from 1 to 2?
Certainly things change, and there are momentum swings in a series. You just got to kind of take it day by day and game by game, and you can't be, how you react to a loss is important, how you react to a win is important, and just kind of, the more steady you are, hopefully you can kind of sustain or find your way through whatever swings may happen in a series.
After the last couple of series being kind of spaced out, having some time in between, do you like having games every other day now?
I think so. I think it just creates a rhythm and everybody kind of understands. And, maybe one time with 2 days in between games is the perfect world, but to play 7 just every other day, it's better than having big chunks of days off and a bunch of time spread out and the series spread out.